y'all? What's up? It's your girl, Miss Mika. And of course, let's talk about sex. Episode 6 now. I'm getting better. And tonight's topic is, what's your fantasy? And to help me talk about that tonight, I got this little firecracker right here. She already on, y'all.
Yes.
What you gonna help me talk about?
Let's talk about whatever you want to talk about.
We're going to talk about sex. We're going to talk about sex, but the topic is, what's your fantasy? And introduce yourself for...
I'm Laura. How are you guys doing tonight? I am very open tonight, so feel free to call in.
Okay, so... You tell them a little bit about yourself, or you just
Me.
I'm curious.
I'm a Libra. It's Libra season. I didn't want to shine too hard, so it's my season. My birthday just passed, but I'm still celebrating for all the Libras out there. Keep it sexy, keep good energy, and
Hey. Okay, and y'all know I'm Miss Mika, the owner of Taste My Cookie and the host of this here show. And so we finna talk about fantasy. So I decided to talk about fantasy because last week we talked about fetish, and everybody kind of was confused whether or not they had a fetish or was it just a fantasy. So I had to do all this research about fetish, and then all the fantasy stuff just fell in my lap. So why not do fantasy? And then, of course, when she said she'll do the show, I'm like, okay, this gonna be a good one. We gonna make this one good.
Yes.
So let me just tell y'all. So a fantasy is a sexual fantasy is a mental image or pattern of thought that stirs in a person's mind, but they don't necessarily act on it. It's something that they wish would happen. Like, even if it's just one time, it's most likely it's on your bucket list. But it's not something that's a major part of your life, like a fetish. A fetish is something that you have to have. But Definitely. A fantasy is just something that you wish you can have.
Yes.
So what's your fantasy?
My fantasy? Oh, man. My fantasy basically is to be treated, pampered, and given the whole time. That's why it's a fantasy.
That's why it's a fantasy. You want to be given the whole time. What else? Like, that's it.
What I want is for a man to come in the room with muscles, nice teeth, tall because I'm short, muscles, not fat. Thank you. And I would like for him to come in, and when he introduces himself to me at the door, he's grabbing my booty and sticking his tongue in my mouth. And he's like, how was your day? And I'm like, it was good now that you're here.
She giving me a whole porno vibe. Like, I'm seeing a whole movie script going on.
It's a fantasy. So then he drops 20 bands on my table.
Oh, damn. Okay, now we talking. It's sounding like a fantasy now.
Yeah, he drops those 20 bands on my table and tells me, what do you want to eat tonight? Because I'm going to cook for you.
What? So it's like that old school kind of romance, like kind of going on, like that old school R&B kind of love. That's what you want. You want some.
I take care of you.
Right. You want him to go to work, do all that shit, then come home and still treat you like you went to work.
Yeah. Like he's going.
I feel you on that one.
He's going to work.
I like that fantasy.
Because I'm work also.
Oh yeah, girl, I heard that.
In my fantasy, I definitely am.
I heard that. So when do you typically have this fantasy? Is it like
I always have. This is like a dream come true, a wish come true. You know, like that sexy, muscular, nice teeth, giving man that wants to adore me and show me.
And it's always on your mind.
Show
this
me.
Is always on your mind.
He want to prove to me that he fuck with me.
That he fucks with you for real, in a real way, not just a little bit. He don't just fuck you, but he fucks with you. I feel that every woman wants that. Every woman wants that. So do you have like fantasies? Like if you're in a relationship, do you have fantasies about other people that's not part of that relationship?
Yeah. Actually, well, if I feel like I'm not being given in a relationship, then you always reflect back to that nice fella that actually gave. You know,
when
but
you get,
yeah, you know, did something nice for you. You
when
know,
you get bored, yeah, when you get bored, you start to fantasize about other people. Your mind get to drifting, you know,
Yeah.
after a few years or few whatever of nothing really cracking.
Yeah.
And then,
Yeah.
especially when you're a
Yeah.
firecracker like you, and you
Yeah.
go from fire to like that ain't gonna work for you. I
Yeah.
know that wouldn't work for you.
Yes.
I know that wouldn't. So,
Yes.
fantasies are like something that everybody have. Like, so if you got like fantasies, don't feel like you not normal, or because this is something that it's like real common. Like everybody has fantasies.
Yeah.
That's something that we all have in common. Everybody has sexual fantasies, so don't feel ashamed on about that. And a lot of times the fantasy, like the main fantasy, is about multiple partners, or that's like the most typical fantasy, like
Yeah.
especially when you like a closet freak.
Yeah.
And you can't express it. You might fantasize about things that you wish you can do, because you know you can't
Yeah.
openly express that.
like it's weird because like everyone's different, and everyone likes and don't like different things.
Right.
So you cannot do what you did to your ex that you do to your future. They just don't rock the same. So okay, continue my fantasy after he lays that 20 bands
Told you it's a
down
movie.
and asks me what I want to eat, and he goes in that kitchen and he gone and whoop it up for me and tell me to go sit down and hit that blunt or whatever I want to do. Okay, and then after he serves me dinner, okay, he's like, I want to rub your feet. Okay, you've been at work all day and I want an hour. He's actually giving me an hour massage. That's my fantasy. Check that one out.
Well, yeah, that's gonna be a
1
fantasy. You
hour.
gonna keep that fantasy, because ain't nobody massaging for an hour. I'd be like, shit, okay, I'm done. Like, I'm not even, no, it's not happening. Even if you drop that 20 bands, I probably can't even give you a whole hour massage. Like, that after a few minutes, my hands are gonna start cramping.
I don't care. I don't care if the lotion dries up. You dig for some more lotion.
Right.
Yeah.
You
Keep
lotion.
digging for that lotion.
Well, okay. So, like I said, like the most common fantasy is like the multiple partner fantasies. Like women be dreaming about having orgies and all this other stuff. That's the most common one. And then another one is like people actually like have fantasies about like rough sex, and even I don't want to say it, but like somebody taking the pussy, like
like
that. I mean,
like a
I don't want
officer.
nobody to think that's okay, but this is a real life fantasy
Like
that
Trump.
a lot of women have. Like they just want you to just take it. And-
yeah. You know what? If they're not gonna be aggressor, I'm gonna be aggressor. And in a couple of my relationships, I wasn't the aggressor, and I think that's where I learned how to be the aggressor.
Okay. Right. So what about
Give it
like
to me. Give
the
it to me.
choking and the being tied up and
I don't
maybe
want
a
the
little spanking and
choking.
whipping?
Maybe my hair pulled.
Yeah.
And little
Everybody like their hair pulled.
bed on.
See,
And
y'all
of
probably
course
thought
you
we didn't
gotta
like that.
see. You can't forget about this nice clean neck. This nice clean neck.
She wants you to
can't-
kiss on all that.
Yeah,
That's what she's telling you. Kiss on all
Yeah.
that.
This nice clean neck.
Oh my God. Kiss on her nice clean. She
you
keep
want
putting
some
emphasis
neck.
on that nice clean
Look
neck.
at that. And then you give me some neck, I'll give you some neck later.
Oh, okay. Okay. Like y'all already know how I feel about that subject. That was my favorite subject. Y'all know how I feel about that.
Exactly.
So, like that's another one is like the adventurous fantasies, like having sex on the roof or
somewhere crazy,
just some on the balcony or just or on top of a car while it's going. I don't know.
You know what?
Like something like that.
I love car
just
sex.
Real crazy and
Car
unsafe.
sex is good.
Like they just wanted that. I think that's what it is. It's like the thrill of it. Like most people who drive like fast cars like me, they like stuff like that. Like they like. That kind of like they want to sit on the engine of it and while it ram up, and that's a fantasy. Like that's a real life fantasy.
Like, cause you know the trunk is hot. No. Yeah, the trunk is hot. And you sitting your hot ass down.
It's all hot already.
And then he's hot, and this is a hot situation.
It's a hot situation. Like, I could imagine that. And I couldn't figure out my fantasy, right? That's crazy that this adventurous one. I'm like, what is my fantasy? Because my mind be all over the place, especially I'm newly single. So my mind be like all over the place. And so I'm like, what is my fantasy? Then I'm online, and I do like this little quiz. And so it told me that maybe I should try joining the Mile High Club. Like, based off my quiz and all the questions I answered, it was like that I should probably try. And then I'm going out of town on Friday, but I'm going by like, I ain't going with no boo or nothing. I still won't be joining yet. Yeah. But they suggested that I join the Mile High Club. So I don't know. Maybe that might be something I'm going to put it on my bucket list. Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe
definitely.
I'll put it on my bucket list.
Definitely.
What's the weirdest place like you ever had sex?
At a college, a community college, in one of the classrooms. I didn't.
Was it with the professor?
I gave some head
to the
in
professor?
there. No, to the. He was. He worked in the office. All I know, he's worked in the office, the important office.
The office. Oh, did he work in the business office, girl?
He worked in the office that you gotta go to.
Business office at the college.
I think it was the counseling office. I'm not gonna give detail, even though
well, we ain't saying what college he was at.
He had left his wife. You know what I'm saying? So I ain't gonna even say nothing. But yeah, that was a minute ago, and he still reminds me. He says like, "You are just so."
I bet he do remind you. Shit,
and
you give me some head in the classroom, I ain't gonna forget either, and I'm gonna thank you too.
Yeah.
Thank you kindly. Appreciate it. Was you under the desk though? Was it like that?
No. I didn't give him a happy ending, but we did it because we did it, but we didn't complete it because it would have took. He was one of the ones that take at least an hour to do their thing.
Right.
So, we just the experience to do something that you shouldn't be doing, or you could get caught.
Right, that's part of that adventure.
Anticipation,
that's one of them
and of course, I made sure I did a good job too. Oh yeah, I made sure I did a really good job. That's why he's still talking about it.
Oh, so was that a fantasy before you did it? Like, have you ever act out on any of your fantasies?
I just jumped on it, and you know what? I've been wanting to do it in the when it was open, the movie theaters, but I don't even see how that would happen unless. Well, I see how, but I'm always sitting next to someone, so I'm like, not today.
Right. Well, the drive-in.
So if I ever get lucky, the drive-in.
Yeah.
Haven't been there in a while.
Like the drive-in.
Haven't been there in a while.
Y'all can stay for a long time. So he can take all the time he needs. Because you get some movies and some commercials in between. So hey now. So yeah, the drive-in. Hey, so maybe I put that on my fantasy list.
Oh yeah, I think I'm gonna add that to mine.
I'm trying to steal my fantasy. She over here trying to steal my fantasy.
We're gonna be right next to each other. The car's gonna be like, "Hey girl, you need a baby wipe? What you need over there?"
Because my shit gonna be steamy. You ain't gonna see nothing through my windows. But so, have you completed a fantasy before though? Have you had a fantasy and actually went through?
You know what? I thought I did want to have sex in a hot tub, but no, that was a bad idea.
You never had sex in a hot tub?
I have, but I won't ever do it again.
Why?
Oh no.
I have. It's good.
Too many.
It's hot. Everything bubbly, cleaning at the same time. Yeah, put some soap in there.
Too much going on, and I'm just like, no, that wasn't. It was experience. it was something I would probably never do, but at least I could say I did it.
Yep. Hey, do what you want to do. You grown. Like what was it? Devin to do what you want. How you grown. Hey, I'm throwing it back though.
Yeah.
Anyways, would you record it? Like, would you because if I actually get to act on my fantasy, I want that shit on tape because I want to be able to watch it again.
Yeah, you know what? And just stuff like that is probably like spare of the moment where you will just be in that moment. You wouldn't think about your phone when you really in that moment. I don't know if you will think about that phone, go in the scene with it, but if you could remind yourself to say, hey, let me put this is good, this is about,
you might as well make it a 2-for-1. Go ahead and make your sex tape and your fantasy at the same time. Shit, like, what better sex tape than a whole fucking fantasy? Like, come on now, that's a good sex tape right there. I'm gonna record mine. If I get this fantasy out, I'm gonna record it. I'm gonna record it.
Oh, wow.
So, but are you like, because I see you want him to do this and that, just to let you know, he gonna be tired as hell when this fantasy is over. He ain't gonna have no more energy, and so after he do all that, you ain't getting none. That's so.
No. I'm getting some. I'm getting some after that. Okay, so let me finish. So after he's rubbing the dogs for like, I call it the feet the dogs because they be barking sometimes. When you walking too much.
Right.
And once he does that for an hour, then he's like, before I have sex, we gotta get in the shower. You already know how we get in. We
gotta be clean.
Go and get in that shower. I get in that shower. He get in that shower, and then we go to bed. Now because of the massage, I already know I'm gonna be extra sleepy and relaxed because he already took all that stress up out of me from my feet. So now he's giving me that nice, long, thick tongue that I'm imagining him having.
Oh my God!
And he's doing it so well, and he's making sure I'm satisfied the whole way. All I can see from my fantasy is him making sure that I'm okay, that I'm feeling good, and I'm enjoying every last everything of it.
So you're obviously the star of this fantasy, but are you the star of every fantasy? Do you ever fantasize about just pleasing somebody else and just being submissive and not being the star?
You know what? Yeah. Yeah. I can be on the giving end.
Right.
But when you ask me my fantasy is just all about me being gay.
Right. I feel you. That's
because
I
do a lot in my personal life. I do a lot of giving, so my fantasy is to be the opposite.
That's what I was gonna say, because most women like myself are always I'm always in control. Like, and I'm like I gotta be the boss. I gotta be in control of everything. So of course my fantasy is to just be able to just be submissive and just be like, okay, baby, just whatever you want, just do whatever. That's a fantasy for me. But I don't know how to lose control and just let somebody control me. So it's a fantasy for me to be able to lose that control.
See, if a guy breaks you down like that, let me tell you, from the time he hit the door and gave me that tongue in my mouth and grabbed my ass to let me know, because we like our ass grabbed.
Yeah, we do.
You feel what I'm like? That wakes him up. Like, that wake me up. Like, ooh.
I like to be touched. I like to know you're there, not just go straight in.
Like, ooh.
Yeah, that's
how
like
you do?
Foreplay, all that
Look
other stuff is important. Oh, I gotta do. My foreplay topic is coming too. But yeah, you definitely gotta have all that good foreplay. But your fantasy, I ain't trying to make but your fantasy is more like Valentine's Day or something. You shouldn't have to fantasize about that.
Yeah.
You Miss Lady, you should have already accomplished that fantasy. That should not be a fantasy for you. I'm just letting you know, like, that should not be a fantasy.
Thank you, but until then,
right? If he can't do that for you, get rid of his ass. Get you somebody else. Get you somebody else, like, for real.
You know what? It's not a good selection out here. We'll talk about that.
I ain't gonna even lie.
That's a whole nother subject.
It's not even lie
about our black men and how a lot of them are watered down. The ones that are successful are eating their money. Okay, stop eating your money. Okay, because you're looking like you know.
Yeah.
You're looking like you're eating it.
Yeah, I'm
You're
not.
looking like you're
I'm not
eating
gonna bash. I'm not gonna bash the black man right now. I'm gonna give y'all a break, but yeah, y'all definitely got to get it together. Get it together.
And I'ma still always have fantasy of that man being.
Because my fantasies only involve black men, so I can't talk about nothing else. That's all I don't even fantasize about anything else. If it ain't black, it ain't me.
Black man.
Girl,
That's all I do.
Yes.
That's all
y'all need to start loving us like we love y'all. Y'all need to love us like we love y'all.
Thank
you.
Please.
See, and then you get sad. Like,
asking
it don't
nicely.
get no better than this. It don't get no better than
We're
that.
asking nicely.
For real. For real. Right now we acting nice. So, do you ever fantasize about
My
friends?
Okay,
yeah.
You know what? I have, because I have some badass, sexy ass friends. Like, seriously. And they're good women, and they're just super sexy. So yes,
I'm sorry that I do that to you. No. I'm sorry that I got you.
And you know what? I keep it at a fantasy because you know, it's just better as a fantasy,
right?
You know, and just to know that my friend is all that and some,
right,
you know
right. Because sometimes if you
all my queens out there,
right?
You feel me?
Right. We all that.
Shout out to y'all.
Yes.
Shout out to y'all.
Yes, because the problem with acting on that type of fantasy is that it could cause like little issues in the friendship if it don't go right. You know,
because one person can fall and the other one's just playing or just trying or just complete their fantasy.
Right.
And a lot of times with
drunk.
fantasy, it'd be one time. You know,
that's what a fantasy should be like. Something
it's like a one night. Would you compare it to a one night stand?
Well, that's some women fantasies to just have a one night stand, like just go out and just smash something and never see them again.
If I have never did a one night stand, that will probably be my fantasy.
Oh well, I don't have one night stands because the nigga gonna come find me afterwards. Yeah, hit this one time and like, all right, hit that again. He gonna come find me, so I ain't gonna never get that one night stand fantasy in because he gonna hunt a bitch now.
Like I've done one night stands that where it was like, you know what, I shouldn't have did it, or it was just did and done.
Right.
Did and done.
One and done.
One and done. You know.
That sounds good.
But my fantasy is that sexy, really sexy, muscular, pretty teeth. Let me tell you, ladies, I'm not letting nobody suck on me unless if.
Yeah, because
exactly, you know, and if you care about your yoni, you would be inspecting and making sure they do their 6-month checkup, because sometimes men need a little push.
Okay, somebody say that they fantasy is to have a woman who can keep it to ourselves and have wild and uncontrollable sex. Hey, I mean, sounds like a fantasy. I mean, I guess if you why you want to keep it to yourself? Shit, they don't want everybody to know that you getting that good shit. But hey, that's your fantasy. I'm not knocking your fantasy.
They say don't tell, but I really be wanting to tell, because if it's really, really good, you want to spread the news.
Yeah.
You want to spread the news, but you know, and I'm one too, because you know, but the older you get, you realize you just keep all the good stuff to yourself. Because all the good stuff comes to you, so you don't have to tell all the good stuff.
Okay, so do you fantasize about celebrities? What's your celebrity fantasy?
Oh yeah. Shit, forget a celebrity. It's some niggas on TikTok that look good to the motherfucker, okay? Nigga, motherfucker TikTok, nigga. That motherfucker TikTok, nigga.
Like no, why? It's like this one police officer on there.
Okay, wait.
Have you seen the one with the police officer and when he doing that like a cop? Oh my God, I damn near fell out. I'm like,
nigga, can I get a whole minute? Fuck a second.
Right, I watched that video so many times.
Like a whole 10 minutes with you, because I wasn't even done with you to the next one. You know, and you guys keep posting those nice, sexy TikToks, because I do.
She like the TikToks. I like the TikToks too. I got some sexy TikToks I done put out there myself. I think they sexy. I don't know. What you think? No, for
I have to check. So you actually have a count?
Yeah, I do. I
do?
mean, when the quarantine first
What's your
started, I was
name?
bored
What's
and I was
your
on
name?
there. Miss Mika baby. I was on there. I was on there TikToking.
Because
Like,
you
I didn't have
didn't
nothing
really,
else to
yeah.
do.
You was like, I'm finna show them with the tick
I was
and the
bored
talk
and I
is
was
all
trying
about.
to keep my stomach flat. That's it. I was just trying. So I was just in there. That was my workout. So I was in there TikToking.
Yeah.
But I'm trying to think if I have celebrity fantasies. So is it strange that my celebrity fantasies involve mostly women, even though I don't go with women? Like, so, but that hey, it's a fantasy. So you can think about whatever you want.
Too.
Whatever you want.
No. Let me tell you, your fantasy is whatever you want because that's your mind, you know,
Right.
and your mind wanders off to nice places, you know.
Yeah.
You know, it's a comfort zone, you know. So you gotta be open with your
It's just a
mind.
fantasy.
With your
I mean,
mind.
all she doing is
mind
feeding
will
me
do.
grapes and stuff. Like
Yeah, of course. And you got that big old muscle thing. That nice pair of meat over there waiting on you too.
Yeah, exactly.
You feel me?
Exactly.
See,
to finish off the fantasy.
We need that. So let me tell you, the end of my fantasy. Oh yeah, he got a nice piece of meat. You best believe, ladies.
My fantasy,
in my
she catering to me
in
while
my
I cater to
fantasy-
him. That's my fantasy. She caters to me while I cater to him.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
That is cool.
Me, him, and Beyonce.
Let me tell you. B, she calling you out.
Me, him, and B. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Let's get this fantasy cracking.
B, after the twins, she calling you out.
I'm calling you out. I take B any kind of way.
Man, yes.
Postpartum, it don't matter.
Yes,
Come on, B.
come on.
I ain't
Whatever.
turning it down. You ain't turning it down.
No,
hey,
turn it
and if
down.
y'all need a unicorn, I'll join y'all too. No, for real. You know what a unicorn is? Look, I bring that up every show. So that's the woman that's part of the threesome with the couple. But she's not, you know, it's the couple just go out and get this woman that just enjoys being a part of a threesome.
Oh,
so yeah,
good.
I could be J and B's unicorn.
Unicorn.
Hey, get at me if you want that.
Yes.
Look, oh God, look, my next question is weird, but you probably do. You probably do. How about
I'm ready
like,
for it.
fictional characters, like a cartoon character or Batman, Superman or something like that?
You know what? Who would I want to have sex with? Shit. Gorilla. Well, what's the
gorilla?
What's his name? The movie, the ape movie.
The you talk about the gorilla that climbed the building.
The big one that like the
You
that
like
whole,
5 feet.
Like the one that was holding the
Lord.
white girl. Yeah.
You like 5 feet.
Yeah, I want to see what he working with. I want to see what he working with.
Oh Lord, I
feel me?
don't want to take on that. That you talking about adventure? That's
Man,
part.
he
Woo.
rules the whole world. You know, I got the biggest nigga in the earth.
Oh my God.
I got the biggest one.
It's
It's King Kong.
I don't want that one.
It's King Kong.
Oh, King Kong. She wants King Kong. She wants King Kong.
Bring him to me. Bring him to
No,
me.
that's just too much for me. I want like Superman because he can hit it in the air.
Oh! Girl, fling
While
your
we
ass
slide
on
over
that building.
buildings.
Fling that pussy over there. Boop.
Give me Superman, but y'all need to make a black Superman though, so that fantasy can be even more. But yeah, I was gonna say Batman, but Batman need extra tools and equipment. That's taking too much. I need him all on me. I don't need him trying to shoot his little whatever he used to fly around. He don't really fly on his own. So
Yeah.
but he do wear that mask though, so I wouldn't be able to tell that he wasn't black because he got all that black on. So Batman, Superman, but I'm gonna go with Superman. No, I'm gonna go ahead and go with Superman.
Go with Superman. He got the muscles and shit. You already know. He got the muscles. He can fling you on them buildings and shit.
And I
You
got
feel
that
me?
kryptonite.
Come on, he got that kryptonite. That nigga never go to sleep, nigga.
I got that kryptonite. I'm gonna put his ass to sleep.
They nocturnal, so soon as that sun go down, it's on and cracking.
Right.
Hey,
I'm with that. Give me a commercial soon. But have you had fantasies about coworkers?
Co-workers.
Oh, I don't know.
No coworkers, but if I see some shit on TV or something, if I see something I like, I go on and drift off and think if that was. Oh, you know what? Denzel. Forget that.
Coworkers.
No, coworkers.
I'm talking about somebody that you work with, girl.
Nobody that I work with, I want to have sex with. So no, you missed me with that one.
Nobody that you work with. Let me see. Well, I've worked a lot of places. I had a lot of jobs. So yes, I've had fantasies about a coworker.
Wow.
Yes, I have. I mean, coming there smelling good, and I'm like, every morning.
You smelling different,
okay,
or
this is the
just
thing,
smelling like what?
Like, I used to work for Metro, right? So like, a lot of times when people wear like uniforms, or even when I worked for the school buses, like people, they just get up early in the morning and they just throw on a uniform and they don't really get right, you know. But me, I'm taking the shower, I'm combing my hair, I'm doing all that like I'm finna go wherever else I would go. Like,
church.
I'm not gonna just.
I get dressed like I'm going to church.
So I'm gonna smell good in the morning. So this particular person, they was like me, like every morning. I was like, dang, he just get up in the morning and just smell like that. I start fantasizing that he was smelling like that for me. I'm like, he just doing this for me. Like, so I had a fantasy. I fantasized about him, and he made my day go by.
Ooh,
Yes,
you know
he did.
what?
He made me have
I was in
day.
a hospital. Let me tell you, okay, and it was this RN, and he was looking so good up under them scrubs. He couldn't hide them muscles, okay, and them big old nice hands that he had, okay. And I had a little fantasy about him. He knows who he is. He's at Kaiser.
Well, she ain't gonna tell us what his professor was at. Did you get that professor to leave his wife? Somebody wants to know. Her minds wants to know. Because she ain't gonna admit that he was a professor. She like, oh, he worked in the office. Yeah, right. Yeah, because it went down in the classroom. Why was this office man in the classroom?
He was in school like me, but he did his extra shit.
Like, so he was like me. Like, I worked in, I did that. I worked in the business office at my college.
Yeah, you know, when you got that free time and stuff and you want them extra benefits and stuff like that.
Right.
You know, and you trying to finish school faster, and he did.
Yep, I did.
And, you know, but at 3 kids, was it 4 kids later? I don't know.
Oh, wow.
So I knew I got him when he was really horny, I think.
Yeah.
He was really horny. And then after
maybe that was just his fantasy, and you caught him at the right time. So
yeah. At least we could always say for the books we did it. We did that. Right. We did that.
Right.
At the school.
So your fantasy, from what you described to me, it's more like on the romantic side. Like, so is all your fantasies romantic? You don't have like dirty fantasies?
Dirty fantasies? Yeah. Strip club, meet a girl and a guy.
And they hit it on the stage?
And you know, and we just all click. You know? Just me and the girl and the guy, we just click.
So you want to be a unicorn?
I'll be a unicorn.
You talk about a couple. You want to go home with them. You want to go home with them? No, I never go that far. Oh, okay.
I don't think I want to go that far. Wait. Yeah, no.
It's a fantasy.
It's a fantasy. You know what? We'll go that far if we go on a jet.
Bathroom?
No. We're going to go on a jet.
Y'all gonna go on a jet?
We're going to Paris.
Y'all gonna leave it?
Look, at the only way they can get me from that club out the club, is we going to Paris at 6:00.
Y'all going to Paris?
Meet me on a private jet.
Okay.
You and your man, I'll be there.
I'll be there, B.
I'll be there.
I will be, B.
Yeah, and they greet you with that. They greet you with that Cristal.
Yep.
Good morning to you.
I feel you. So, like I said, a lot of women fantasize about just being with other couples. That's a big fantasy. Yeah, that's a big fantasy.
A couple that takes to you and takes care of you. My fantasy is always being taken care of. Mm-hmm. You know, it would not be a fantasy for me and make me feel like a fantasy if I wasn't given the whole time. Mm-hmm. It could be a guy or a girl, as long as I'm giving. And when I say giving, good. You gotta be good.
Okay. Well, I'm pretty sure that you're doing very.
Damn.
very well out there. So
I'm not doing too shabby.
Not doing too shabby.
Not too shabby.
Well, this is gonna be my last question for you. Before that, if y'all want to call in, I forgot to give y'all the number. Call us in, ask us some questions.
Let's
call
talk.
right now, though. Call right now, because I'm going to end early if y'all don't. 424-234-8670. 424-234-8670. So if you want to call, y'all call my phone when I don't tell y'all to. So call this number.
Yeah.
You
call
and
any
ask
other
some questions,
time.
For real.
You call any other time.
Hey, y'all, while I got the floor, let me let y'all know. That shit is hella disrespectful. I can't post this enough. Calling somebody's phone via messenger when they did not give you their telephone number is rude, and you're intruding on my privacy. So
do they know
stop.
you?
They don't know me, and then they
just because you pretty don't mean call bust through my messenger.
And just because I talk about sex every Wednesday, don't mean I want y'all little dick pics in my inbox every time I open that shit up.
And they
That's
little
rude
too.
It ain't even y'all ain't even
your
looking
problem.
good out there. Y'all not looking good.
We don't want them problems, so don't put that up in our shit.
And if you gonna post some shit, make sure you got some shit to post. Don't be just posting them little premature packages.
If it ain't 8 and up, you ain't got no reason to show.
Keep that shit to yourself.
And if it's on a diet,
if I want a dick pic, trust me, I will request it.
Trust me, if you skinny, most likely your dick is skinny. Don't send that skinny ass shit either. Okay?
Right.
It could be skinny and long, but guess what?
Right.
You're still on a diet.
And don't be getting mad because I don't respond right away. I can't respond to everybody. Seriously, and I'm not going to respond to everybody.
She's only one person.
Hey,
one
this
beautiful
social media stuff is crazy.
One beautiful person.
I just wanted to say that. Please stop calling my phone if I didn't give you my phone number.
And her mama pretty too.
My mama bomb.
And her mama pretty too. So go on and step back right quick. Go on and step before we have to call security to hem your ass up.
But yeah, call that number. Y'all got a few more minutes if y'all want to call in. So I'm gonna kill you with this question.
Okay, let's do it.
Have you ever thought about tasting my cookie?
Oh yeah. I was thinking about that on the way here. I was like, you know what? I know I haven't ate no dinner today.
Right.
But let me tell you, I'm gonna taste this cookies. I feel like it's gonna melt in my mouth.
It's gonna melt in your mouth.
It's gonna be better than Panera Bread.
It's the best you ever had.
It's gonna be better than Panera because I think they got the best cookies. It's gonna be better than Panera. It's gonna be better than my grandma. Rest in peace. Mm-hmm. So I am ready to taste
my cookie.
Yo cookie.
Here you go, beautiful. You know I got you. You know I got you.
Yo cookie.
You know I got you. I have to make sure that you got the cookie. You got the cookie. So she get to taste my cookie for the first time. And if you want to taste my cookie, like if you got a small business and you want to come on the show and talk and you like to talk about sex, hit me up. Like I know y'all probably be trying to hit me up in my inbox, but with all these crazy people getting in the way, like I can't keep up with the ones that's serious and the ones who just want to try to find out where they can find me. But if you serious, put it bold to let me know that you serious, and if you want to come talk about sex with me, I need some guys because I've only had females on here. I want to talk to hear
what is the man. We already know man fantasy. They want 2 women. Okay,
or 3 or 4.
Wait, they can't even damn handle. So shut up.
They want some shit they can't handle.
You feel me? And you gonna be more emotional than me. Shut up.
You think that's all they fantasy? Like our fantasies tend to be like more wave out, like movies and all this extra stuff, and they just want just straight up dirty.
But it could be a learning experience too, because they might not be doing it right as far as the licking. So they could probably learn from a woman.
You can learn a lot from a woman.
Check
when
that
it
one
comes to
out.
that.
So maybe some of y'all need to have a threesome because y'all not even licking the pussy right. Thank you.
Well, you should have.
Thank you very much.
Oral sex topic.
Thank you very much.
A couple of weeks ago, that's the problem. That's the problem. It's a lot of that. It's a lot of bad eaters out there. Like, man, y'all need to start eating better.
Yeah. Eating better and going to the dentist
for real.
Regular 6-month checkup. That's 2 times at the dentist a year, not never.
Mm-hmm. Not never. She said not never.
Not never.
Not never. Invest in yourself, bro.
Yes. And then let me tell you, a woman like me that take care of myself and got it and does everything for myself, I do pay attention on how you take care of yourself.
Right.
If a man don't
Very
take care of
important.
himself, and I'm a woman that do take care of myself, trust me, I know this.
Right,
I might
right.
not say shit, but you won't be getting my number.
Right. Because if it's most likely if you got if you dirty, then most likely if the woman's with you, she dirty too. So y'all just two dirty motherfuckers.
And
But-
then if you already got a wife, you already dirty. So don't come at
dirty.
me. Don't come at me with a
stay
wife.
out my inbox too.
Don't come at me with no wife. You need to take care of that. Okay.
Take care of that.
Don't come on over here with that drama.
Don't come over here with that at all. So I'm gonna wrap this up. You know, like
No,
I
we
really.
gotta-
They not calling. They don't want to. They don't want to.
Y'all not
they
even
scary.
call- I
tell
ain't
you, they
gave
call.
the
They only
number
like
out.
calling when you don't tell them to. Then they want to call.
I ain't gave the number out. They ain't called me. Okay, I got something for all y'all.
Don't you hate when you give
I got
them their
something
number?
for all
your
y'all.
number,
When
they
y'all
don't
call me-
never happens. They always call.
The ones that's
But-
in school out there getting it. Shouts out to my homegirl, single woman out there doing it by themselves. You know what I'm saying? Just making it, without any help.
Right.
God will bless you and gonna keep you and your kids.
keep you. And
God,
your kids.
yep. God bless you.
Thank you for coming and talking about fantasies with me.
Yes.
I'm still trying to debate what I'm going to talk about next week. I don't know. Like, I got so many topics I can use. Y'all can also call in or hit me up in my inbox and suggest some topics. If you got some good topics for me to talk about, I got a lot already, but I might pick one of yours. It might be better than the stuff that I have. I like
ideas, and let me tell you.
and guess
the
like
good
let me know if
thing-
y'all want to come on here and talk about sex and promote your business or whatever, and you in the entertainment business, whatever it is that you do, and come on here. But I like sexy people though, so don't be trying to bring your ugly ass on here.
No, matter of fact,
Everybody's
Mika,
beautiful.
Mika ain't gonna have it.
Everybody's beautiful.
Mika, you know what? Pretty girls, pretty men, handsome men. But most importantly, know what you want.
Yeah.
Because and it's up to you to make you happy. You understand? That's what a part of a fantasy to me is.
Right.
Is you gotta make you happy, and this is just don't cheat yourself.
Right.
Don't cheat yourself.
Don't cheat yourself in anything and on anything you do in life. Go out for you. If you don't go out for nobody else, go out for you. So, but tell them like if they want to find you somewhere. And
If you want to find me, I'm on Sugar Pop Sugar Pop Laura on Instagram. What am I? Red Passion Sexy. I think I'm Red Passion Sexy on Snapchat, and I am Laura Dave, Miss Dave. I'm not married. I'm not wearing no rings. Yeah, I'm not married. So Laura Dave, Miss Dave.
Okay, and then y'all know me, Miss Mika. Of course, y'all watching now, so y'all most likely know where to find me on Facebook. But as far as my business goes, Taste My Cookie. If you want to find me, it's Taste My Cookie on Facebook, Taste_My Cookie on IG. You hit me up in my inbox, or you can even call. I want to give y'all the number to my business number, but I'm not gonna give it out this time because last time you guys are crazy. Like I'm not giving you the number no more.
No. Don't give them the number, okay? Don't do it.
You might. You gotta hit me up in my inbox though if you want to order. I do events, parties. I'm a 420 baker, but so I can give you anything you need with them spatial herbs. Them special herbs.
Yes.
I got a Kush peach cobbler, or you can get a regular peach cobbler.
Ooh-wee.
Either way you get my peach cobbler, it's fire, and I bet you your mama will say the same thing, and your grandmama,
And your grandma, and your aunties.
My cakes, my cupcakes. I mean, I had somebody grandma say, I ain't never had a cake like this and ate the whole cake almost. Like that made me feel like, yeah, I made it. When grandmas approve of it, then I made it.
You made it.
But did you taste the cookie?
I haven't tasted
Oh,
yet.
okay.
But I already know. I was already fantasizing about it when I got here in the car, and I haven't ate dinner yet. But I'm gonna eat this cookie.
Eat that cookie, girl.
Maybe like 2 of them before I have anything
Right.
else to eat.
Right. So, but thank you for coming, and that's where y'all find me at. If y'all want to order some cookies, or if y'all even want to get on the show, hit me up and let me know in my regular IG for the show. If y'all want to hit me up for the show, hit me up on IG at extremely_blessed1. Hit me up in my inbox. The page is open, so you can just follow me as you will. But thank you for watching tonight, and thank y'all if y'all been watching. Keep watching.
Much
you
love.
know, I can only get better. You know, I can only get better.
This is
thank y'all.
Open discussion. Thank you guys for watching.
Right. Let's talk about sex every Wednesday. Woman,
because what you know you be having. You know
I'm
you
letting
be having
women
sex.
talk about the shit that we don't normally get to talk about.
Thank
because
you.
y'all make us feel bad about it, and then start dropping dick pics in our inbox.
Yeah, they want to drop your dick pic, but you don't want to talk about. Let's talk about that.
But y'all want to call in and talk about it. Good night.
Good
y'all
night.
have a good night. I'll see y'all next Wednesday. Check me out every Wednesday, 6 p.m. Let's talk about sex. And I'm also on YouTube. We Are LA, all one word. 2. We Are LA, number 2. Y'all can check me out there or on my Facebook. Have a good night, y'all.
Thank you for having me.
You're welcome. Thank you for coming. Yeah, I'm done.